Now let us see another concept called alter table, right? What does alter table will do? It will alter the properties of the table in some way. That means either we can add a column, we can remove a column, right? We can change the property of a column. Maybe if we want, we can change the name of the table also. So we will check one by one example for that. That is alter table, right? So for that, what I will do, we'll create one table and we'll start playing around with that, right? Very simple. So I have created a table called products, product ID, name, category, price, and stock. We have these many fields, right? Let me run this one, right? So it runs successfully, right? Now I'll remove this one. I will add a table description, right? Products, right? So if you see, I have this table description here, right? Product ID int, right? Primary key, product name, category, everything is displayed here about this products table, right? So first thing, what I want is I want to add a new column, right? I already have 5 columns. I want to add another column, right? So how can I do that? For that, I'll say alter, right? Table, which table? Products table, right? What I have to do? I have to add column, right? And what is the column name? Say for example, manufacturer, right? And what should be the type? Let us say varchar 200, right? So what I added here, I'll just swipe it a little bit away. So alter table, which table I have to alter? Products. So alter table products. What I have to do? Add column name, or sorry, add column manufacturer, right? Which is of data type varchar 200, right? Now I will execute this one, right? So if you see success, now if I say describe product, you see I got one more column name, that is manufacturer, right? So we will take another example. I have to modify a existing column, right? So for example, price is a decimal. I want to convert it into integer, right? So what I will do, alter table products, right? Instead of add, I will say modify. Modify which column? Modify price column, right? And convert it to integer, int, right? Now price is showing as decimal, right? Now I will execute this one and I will execute product describe. So now if you see, price is updated as integer, right? So what I did, alter table products, modify column, price, then new data type, right? So this is how we can do column modification, right? Next example. Now what I have to do is I have to rename the column, right? First I added a column, then I changed the type of the column. Then what I want to do is rename a column. So I have a stock quantity column. I want to change it to stock count, right? So what I'll do, alter table products, that will remain constant. Right here, what I will do, change column, right? I have to do change column. Change column, which column I have to change? Stock quantity, right? And I want to convert it to stock count, and I have to give data type, right? Maybe instead of only changing the stock count or renaming the column, I can change the data type also, but for now I'm keeping it constant from change column stock quantity to stock count, right? I will run this one, right? It changed. Then I will do describe product. So now it is showing stock count, right? So I changed the column name. Now another next scenario, right? This product ID is of primary type. I want to remove this product ID as a primary type, right? So for that, what I will do, alter table products, I will say drop primary key, right? I'll run this one. Now if I do execute, this is no longer a primary key product ID, right? what I want, I have to bring the product ID back as a primary key, right? So what I can do, add primary key, and which column I want to make primary key? Product ID, right? Alter table product, add primary key product ID. So I will run this one. So what this will do, add product ID as the primary key, right? So I'll run this one and I'll do describe product, right? Now it has again become primary key, right? Right now, if you remember few columns, we can add a default value, right? Now we don't have a default value yet for, say for example, manufacturer. Now I want to have a default value for the manufacturer. Every time somebody adds a manufacturer or somebody adds a row, if they don't provide the manufacturer value, we will say unknown, right? So what we will say, what we will do, alter table products, we will say alter column, right? Which column? Manufacturer, right? Set default as unknown, right? So if you see here, default value is null, right? We'll check after executing this query what behavior, what changes have happened, right? So alter table products, alter column, manufacturer, set default unknown, right? So I will execute this one, right? It is executed. Now I will run the describe block. If you see manufacturer, it is now saying unknown, right? That's how I can add a default value to a column, right? Now what if I want to drop this? Possible, right? Yes. So I'll say alter table products, alter column, manufacturer. Instead of set default, I will say drop default. And anyways, I don't have to pass this anymore, right? Drop default, right? Now I'll run this one and I will run the product describe, right? So if you see manufacturer, the default value is back to null, right? And we also have studied about constants, right? So can we add a constant here? Say price should be greater than 10, say for example, right? I don't want any product whose price is less than 10. So can I add a check constant, right? What I can do is add, right, on price greater than 10, say for example, right? I'll run this one, right? So that will add the constant. Now the next example, can we rename the table? Yes, if I want, I can change the product to some other table, right? So what I can do, alter table products, right? I'll say rename to, say for example, inventory, right? I will run this one. So table name changed. Now if I do describe product, will it work? It says product doesn't exist or products table doesn't exist. So what I will do, oops, I'll use inventory, describe inventory. So I'll have the same result, right? That's how I can change the table name itself, right? So that's all about alter tables.